On Tuesday, the air around Tribhuvan University hung heavy with sorrow. It wasn't just the cries, the chanting, or the flames of the candle that made the atmosphere unbearably poignant. It was the silence in between, silence that echoed with loss, as families gathered to receive the bodies of their loved ones after almost a week. Protesters have now turned martyrs, and slogans of "Veer Shaheed Amar Rahe" and "Adhura Sapna Pura Karoon" reverberated through the streets. A mother clutched the coffin of a child in an ambulance, hugging it like it was the last time she'd ever see him. Grief like this does not need a language.
The air outside Tribhuvan Medical Teaching University is heavy with grief today. Grieving family members of the protesters have come to collect the bodies and take them for one final march as martyrs to the crematorium ground where the newly elected leaders are supposed to be there. I am Devdatta here in Kathmandu reporting along with Manisha Mandal, and we bring you visuals from the march.
The final farewell of the protesters was led not by the authorities but by fellow protesters and Hami Nepal, the volunteer group now etched in history. Sudan Gurung, the 36-year-old founder of the group, stood amidst the mourning families, laying flags on the coffins, offering hugs, holding shoulders, and offering them condolences.
Behind me here, you can see the ambulances carrying the final coffins of the protesters who have died during the violent clashes that took place on the 8th and 9th of September. Hundreds of people have joined from across the city to bid them one final farewell. They are considered the city's martyrs. Slogans are being raised on their names, and it is being said that the dreams that they laid their lives for should be fulfilled.
A tribute march was organized which began at Chakrapat, winding its way to Sukhdara, Chabahil Airport, Baneshwar Tinkun, and finally ending at the Pashupati Ghat. The bodies were escorted with dignity from teaching hospital, and everyone joined in the candle march from wherever along the route they could. Crowds gathered on rooftops, sidewalks, and even climbed traffic posts just to catch a glimpse. People wept openly. A sister's voice pierced the humid air at Pashupatinath Ghat as she said, "Don't let my brother's sacrifice go to waste. Salute to Gen Z."
Behind me, you can see the final rites being done of the Gen Z protesters who lost their lives on the 8th and 9th of September. Conch shells are being blown, slogans are being raised as fathers, mothers, brothers bid their family members one final tearful goodbye. When all is said and done, what are you left with? It is perhaps the grief of losing a family member, of not being able to bid them a proper goodbye, of not being able to get justice yet.
Among those coordinating the farewell was 21-year-old Shishir Shahi, a medical student at Tribhuvan University Teaching Hospital. Once a protester, he is now a helper at the mortuary, handing bodies to families.
It was supposed to be a peaceful protest in the day one, but due to the mismanagement of our political system and police system, 19 or 21 people died on the first day, and it escalated in the second day, and we won at the end of the day because people were very aggressive. There was no leader on our Gen Z movement. There was no for the political party. They were not they were not able to curb the movement. Right, it was very boiling, and they ran. And in 2 days, the whole government toppled.
How has the overall situation been like for you?
Yeah, it has been really revealing actually. After the first day, 21 people died, right? And there were sympathy from many people on the internet, but on the actual ground, there were very less people willing to come. And I also got to see how short our memory is. Our people which fought and died for our country, and on the internet there were many sympathy, okay, and but on the ground, there are many people going on. Yes, thank you for that, and we are also doing on. But the underground, that those people who are willing to do the work are a little bit less that I saw, and that is the observation that I got. Many people can get different observation from these situations. Post protest is that I learned that human nature is that we forget very easily. and we are in the bubble that we create. That bubble runs, and that was happening on our past political system, that corruption system, that we everyone was part of the system, not only the politicians at the top, but also the people at the ground were not speaking truth. The Gen Z people were to speaking the truth. Yes, there is inefficiency, there is corruption. So this is all the problem. Please address this. And that was only the thing that they did. We are not many of our are still in college. Many people who died were still in high school, 12 class, 12th class, 16, 18 years old, 21 years old. That is the 80th percentile of the people who are dead. And so it is kind of surreal that the speaking of the truth can topple a government who have guns and bombs. So that is surreal.
When the dust settles, when slogans fade and the torches burn out, grief is what remains. And grief, as this nation now knows too well, has no language. It is a stare, a tear, a trembling hand, a coffin draped in a flag, and a future lost too soon.
It is a rainy day here in Kathmandu, and the protesters who laid their lives on the 8th and 9th of September have now been laid to rest with full state honors. Thousands gathered here to pay their last respects as mothers, sisters, brothers bid their loving family members one final tearful goodbye. As the dust settles and the haze dies down, one question remains: where do you go with all the grief? When will justice be served? This is Devdatta reporting from Kathmandu along with my colleague Manisha Mandal for The Print.